Hey, it's Coffee, and I was doing some updates and stuff. I'm about to go and put some dinner on into the slow cooker. I've got some beef to use. Two different types of beef, but it should be fine. It comes from the same animal. Um, and I'm gonna slow cook it so that it's shreddable, and then I'm going to do a slow cooked spaghetti sauce. Um, and obviously doing spaghetti for dinner. So I'm gonna go put that on soon. I've spent the last hour filming some videos, just some coloring book reviews and stuff. I have footage from Iron Fest to deal with at some point, um, and I have my wheelchair video to edit and upload at some point as well. Um, Iron Fest was good. I didn't get as much footage as I did last time, at least not as much varied footage. We got there late and we didn't stay for the whole day because I had to come back because I had to go to a party in the city that I'd had tickets for. So, um, yeah, we didn't get to stay the whole day. And just because it's not easy to get around Ironfest in the wheelchair, a lot of stuff is on the grass and the concreted area is not great, and there's people everywhere, and people just sort of stand in front of you and stuff. So I missed out on a lot of stuff just because I couldn't find somewhere where I could see shit. So um, I missed them blowing up the car. I missed the battles. I missed the jousting. I missed pretty much everything. I got some of the Quintain, which was cool. They actually had two of the World War One vehicles. What was it, World War Two? I think it's World War Two vehicles that they have there. They actually had two of those vehicles do a quintain against two of the guys on horses, which is cool. Um, One of the guys who did the first lot of quintains on the horses, though, as he was coming past us, came over and let us pat his horse, and I managed to not have an anxiety attack, which is cool. Um, so, yeah, I got to pat horse. But then I was looking today at maybe doing some horse riding or stuff, but there's a weight limit and I'm over it. So I'm too fat to ride a horse. Which is fantastic. But yeah. Now the reason I'm proud I didn't have an anxiety attack is because I have this thing with big animals animals that are bigger than me freak me out because the whole time I'm just thinking about how easily they could crush me. So yeah, I don't like big animals very much. So what else? Went to a fetish party. That was fun. I enjoyed it. I got to play Overwatch this weekend. They had a weekend beta thing for some people. It wasn't for the full weekend, so I ended up. So let's see. I went to bed for a little bit Friday night. Woke up at 2 a.m. Saturday to play Overwatch until we left for Ironfest. Went to Ironfest, came home, got changed. I managed to get ready, managed to shower, get changed, do my makeup and everything again in half an hour, and then headed into the city for the party. Got home about 4:30-ish, somewhere between 4 and 4:30. And then I played Overwatch for a couple of hours, and the server was being shitty and it was just kicking people, so I came off it and went to bed and slept until 2 something, 3 something. No, actually, I got up about 12. And then I had something to eat, and then I laid down while I was watching the ANZ Heroes of the Storm qualifying matches, and I must have passed out again because I didn't wake up again until 9:30. So apparently I was catching up on the week of no sleep. And yeah, I've been awake since 9:30 now, last night. Still going alright. I don't have the greatest amount of energy, but I've managed to film some videos, and I've started planning all my stuff for Stitch Mania, which I'm going to do my own video on. I'll do a proper video. And I'm organising stuff. I'm going to do some more videos tomorrow, film them. What I'm basically going to do is just film a fuckload of videos. I'm going to edit them all in a batch. and then I'm going to upload them all in a batch, and I'll just schedule them for different times and different days, and that'll be like a week or so at least sorted. Actually more than that, because I've got a lot of videos. I'm thinking as well of doing a Q&A video, because it's been a long time since I've done one. So if you like the idea of me doing a Q&A video, leave some questions below, or message them to me, or talk to me on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or Tumblr or wherever. But yes, I'll go put dinner on in a minute, make myself some lunch too, I'm getting hungry again. And yeah, so what else? I'm hopefully going to get a package this week with my pre-orders from Amazon. I don't usually buy on Amazon because the shipping is usually a fucking pain in the ass. But they had the Warcraft Chronicles Volume 1 the cheapest, so I pre-ordered that, and I pre-ordered the new World of Warcraft novel, which is Illidan. And they shipped early last week, I think, so they should hopefully be here soon. I hope. As soon as they get here, I will read them and devour them. I'm so behind in my reading. Like, I did read a bunch of comics though, so now I'm only 10 books behind my challenge, but I'm just not reading. I have like, how many freaking books do I have over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, no, just 5. And then I have 6 there. So yeah, I've got 11 books from the library that I haven't read yet, that I need to read. Haven't read them. I started reading another one the other day though, so that's something. I have my Stitch Mania stuff to plan. I've printed out a calendar and I'm going to fill it in. I have a list of the ones that I'm doing somewhere. Where the fuck? Oh, it's over there. It's okay. I know where it is. I haven't lost it. I'll do a video on my Stitch Mania plans. That'll happen eventually. I dyed some fabric for a project that I was thinking about starting for Stitch Mania, but I'm not sure. I will show you. Like, my plans for Stitch Mania are basically, I have a drawer full of, like, tiny little kits and stuff like this, and I've got this one that's a bit bigger, but, like, I've got all these tiny kits, and I keep saying I'm gonna do them, and I never do them. And I don't want to start any of my other bigger kits until I finish some of these. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to finish some of those for Stitch Mania. And I'm going to do 15 new starts, and then 16 days working on whips. And if at any point on one of those whip days I feel like a new start, I'll just make another new start. Like, yeah. But I have these that I won from Mrs. Baker Girl. And I've been wanting to do them. And I was looking through my fabric, and I didn't have a piece that was quite big enough. And then I went to Big W, and they had a piece that was big enough, because I want to do them 3 and then 4 rows down. So they're all different animals. There's a skating bird, and a doggy, and a bear. It's not an animal, but who cares? It's a bunny. There's a pig. There's a frog. There's a duck. Is that a cat? Yeah, it's a cat. An owl. Another cat. Dog. And a bear. So I want to stitch those, but I needed a piece of fabric big enough. I didn't have one, and I want to do it on like some hand-dyed stuff. And Tammy is currently on holidays for a bit, and I'm still paying off that lay-by and the stitching retreat, so I was like, oh, I don't want to buy more stuff. So I dyed a piece. And this is what I dyed. Those spots really come through differently on the screen than they do in person. I actually dyed this twice because I wasn't happy with how it turned out the first time round. So at the back you can see where the dots are. But yeah, this side turned out better. especially on the top. Still not exactly what I wanted, but it was the best I did because I ran out of dye partway through, so I had to, like, improvise. But, yeah, it will do. I'm reasonably happy with it. It'll look fine once everything's stitched on it, though. So, yeah. And that's just some 14 count 8er that I bought. It cost me $5. And it's 40 centimeters by 50 centimeters. So, yeah. What else? I did get another book. It's over there, though. Bucket. I got the not Illidan, Dawn of the Aspects. Oh, well, my wig's there, so hold on. Oh, driving stuff that I don't want to show off. Yeah, so Dawn of the Aspects, which means that once the new books get here, and then there's 2 more that are being released this year, I will have all of the Warcraft books. Finally. So, yeah, that means that I probably should do a reread soon. There's no space on that shelf. Do. I was trying to put his tail in there so he would stay upright. A little bit of dust on his belly. Oh god, leave it. Just. Yeah. I put his tail in between some books so that he sits there properly. And what does he have in here? Oh, he's got the specialty cards, that's right. One of the things that my friends got me from BlizzCon, not last year but the year before, were these like little Hearthstone cards. So they have all the different heroes on them. And I keep them in my treasure goblin because I treasure them. It's really cool. Anyway, then go back in there. My dead treasure goblin. But yeah, I got to play Overwatch. It's so good. Oh my god. I don't play a lot of first-person shooters, so I wasn't great at it. But I loved it so much. It was so much fun. The other thing that I did was I had these dreads that had just been lying around for so long, and I was kind of pissed that I'd never got them installed. I'd like to get them installed at some point, because I don't want to dread my actual hair, because I don't want to have to cut my hair after. Some dust or something on that. So I made them into a wig. So you can just like tie it on. So that's the back there. I used a tutorial that I saw on Doctored Locks, their Facebook page, and I just used an old t-shirt. And what you do is just, this is really difficult to do on the camera instead of, and also because my hair is out, so it's getting in the way. But you just tie it onto the back, and it's not tied on properly, and like my hair's not brushed or anything, and it's not sitting 100%. It's really difficult to do on the camera because like everything's like opposite. But yeah, you can see where I sort of went a little bit crooked with the stitching over here. No, yeah, this side. Yeah, but that's basically it. So yeah, dread wig. It looks much better once my hair is actually up properly and I've got it in place properly. And then I was wearing my cat ears, which are right behind me. Awesome. And then I dropped something else. Yeah, so put my cat ears on. So that's basically what I wore to Iron Fest. That is not. That doesn't look even at all. I don't know if that's just the camera or if it's me or what the hell's going on there. But yeah. So I did the thing. Made a dread wig. Yeah. I dropped my TV snacks. Ow, attached it to my hair. But yeah, so that was really quick. It took me like 2 hours to do, and most of that was just putting the dreads in. Yeah, you can see where some of them are sort of stretched out a little bit more, but yeah. And the good thing about this is if I do end up getting the chance to get them installed, I can just untie them off. They're not sewn on or anything like that. I don't have to cut them, and that's always a good thing. I think I did take some video of how I did them too, so I might do that. Might put that in this video. Oh, no, I'll just do its own video, fuck it. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Anyway, what else? One of the things I'm gonna do as I'm doing my stuff for Stitch Mania is I picked up these display books. There's 2 of them, and they just got some sleeves in them. They're like the heavy duty sleeves though. So, yeah. Heavy duty sleeves. And I'm going to start putting all of my patterns in one of these. Because at the moment there's like some in the drawer, there's some that sit on my desk all the time, there's some that sit in the boxes, and they're just everywhere. So for Stitch Mania, I'm gonna start these for Stitch Mania. And sometime in the next week I'm going to start making working copies of the patterns that I'm doing, and start putting them in here, and then putting the whip ones in here as well. I've got space for 40 projects. So, yeah. And that way then they're all in the same place and I don't have to worry about it. And, yeah. Trying to get more organised. Trying to do the things. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my whip, my Stitch Mania calendar that I just printed up that I'll fill in. I'm going to stick it to like the back page of one of them or something, or on the inside. And the pages that I have printed out where I keep track of my stitches and stuff, I'm going to put those in there as well, so that they're nice and safe and they're with the patterns and I know where they are and I won't misplace them, because that happens a lot, because I just put things places or they move seemingly by themselves. It's not a thing that I don't know where I put it, because I know where I put everything. My room's not clean, it's a mess, but I know where I put stuff. But yeah. Yeah, I'm just remembering this conversation I had over the weekend with Andrew's friend, and just talking about like ghosts and spirits and all that sort of stuff. And I don't not believe, but I'm not super into the whole thing either. I'm an on the fencer. I believe that it could be true, it could not be true. I don't know. And like I've had my own sort of like creepy encounters and stuff like that, but I'm still not really decided where I am on the fence, like where I stand on the believing or not believing kind of thing. But I sort of go with a science theory on it myself, like the more I think about it. And like it's not a fully formed theory or anything that I've got in my head, but this is what I think, is that there are, like, looking at things like string theory and stuff, like multiple universes, you know, like you see it in comic books all the time where there are like multiple universes, and you know, what you choose to do in this universe now is different to what you choose in one of these other universes. So there's like other things, or you know, like there's like multiple, you know, infinite amount of universes where different things happen to different people, and you know, all sorts of stuff. Some people don't even exist in other universes. So what I think is that, like, when you see a ghost, or you hear a ghost, or you hear creepy sounds like footsteps or whatever, things floating, or like when you misplace something, like when you know for certain you put something in this one spot and you go back to that one spot and it's not there, and then you might find it a couple days later in a completely different spot. I think that sort of stuff is like moments when the alternate universes, like the veil between them, I say veil, but I don't know, like the veil between them becomes really thin, and you can like reach through, or they can reach through, and they can speak, like, or they say something, and you can hear it here in our universe. So like, you know, alternate me, you know, I come home, I put my camera on my printer, right? And then a couple days later, I go to find my camera, haven't moved it from the printer, but it's not there. And it might be on my bookshelf. And I think, how the fuck did it get to my bookshelf? You know, someone might ask Andrew, you know, did you touch my camera? No, I haven't touched it. So it could be that, you know, the veil between another universe is thin, and then someone has picked up my printer, like, maybe someone, being in an alternate universe, has put the camera on the printer, then needed to pick it up for something else, picked it up, used it, and then put it back on the bookshelf instead of the printer, and, like, as they've done that, it's, like, melded with our universe, and now it's on the bookshelf. It probably doesn't make sense to most people, but it makes sense in my head, and that's what's important. But, yeah, that's my theory on the entire thing. But, yeah, it was something that came up in conversation at some point on the weekend. Yeah. So, I'm gonna go do some organising stuff for cross stitch and all that kind of thing. I need to start organising my Stitch Mania stuff so I can film this video. I have some videos to do that I might do tomorrow, because I will probably at least have my eyeliner and shit on. So I might do it. Now to decide, do I do it with red lipstick, green lipstick, or black lipstick? What am I going to wear tomorrow? That's the other question. I've taken to, like, wearing, like, sort of low-cut tops and, like, my pentagram harness and stuff when I go to the job network, because there's now this new person that works there who is obviously really, really disliking of my style. So, just to piss her off. I don't know, she's just always giving me filthy looks, even before. And, like, when I'm on a if I'm really pissed off, I will put on the black lipstick and I'll goth it up, because people will stay the fuck away from me, and that's always a good thing when I'm pissed off. And, like, the last time I went in when I was pissed off, she was giving me these filthy looks and carrying on and, like, shaking her head at me and stuff, and I just need to antagonize her. I don't know, it's just a thing that sometimes I get upset, and sometimes I get all, oh, but, you know, sometimes it eggs me on. Sometimes I just get pissed the fuck off, and I'm just like, you know what, fuck this shit, I'm gonna fucking antagonize you, because I fucking can. And that's a thing. So, yeah. Now I might, now I'm gonna go put lunch on, put dinner on, and then I might just chill out, start copying some of these patterns, like, for working copies, and start organising that stuff. And then I might just play WoW or something, because I don't want to do too much. I don't have a lot of spoons, and yeah, I'm probably going to start hitting a wall, and, like, my body's going to be like, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, and I don't want to go to sleep until, like, nighttime, so I can't keep being nocturnal. So, now to decide what I want for lunch. God damn it. First world problems. Anyway, I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna go just do more stuff, and there will be proper videos up soon enough. Thank you for putting up with all my vloggy crap stuff. Yeah. I don't know what else to say, so I'm gonna go. Bye.